My beloved, do you sometimes feel a quiet longing, a sense that something wonderful is just beyond your grasp? Have you wondered if the true ease you seek will ever fully settle within your days? You look for clear signs, my precious one. You yearn for certainty in your circumstances, yet the path can feel veiled. I see your anticipation. I witness your open heart. You are not meant to struggle to connect with the goodness intended for you. I assure you, my child, the unfolding of my good is already underway. The quiet gifts you have overlooked are now making themselves known. The unforeseen help and the deep peace you seek within your core are closer than you imagine. Before you move on, seal this moment with me. Proclaim a simple truth to open wide the avenues of what is coming. Declare, ****, I receive now. I am waiting on your step. ***, stay with these words until their end. For a profound clarity about my presence in your life awaits you, revealing how deeply I cherish you, my beloved. Everything you require flows to you from my endless source. Ease is finding its way into your body. Your ties with others are being made complete. Well-being is now shaping the direction of your life. Before long, my precious one, you will notice clear signs of my nearness. You will see my hand guiding circumstances, leaving no doubt of my profound devotion to you. You will find moments of insight that fill you with sincere gratitude. You will be granted gifts that immerse you in my generosity. You will carry yourself with an ease that surprises all who see you. Before this week ends, be ready for what you cannot predict. Look inward for joyful words. Search within for instances of unmerited favor. Open your perception to unforeseen help. Discover deep peace within your core. I am about to show my presence in your life in ways that will utterly amaze you. Affirm this knowing now, my beloved. This is your inner pledge to the good I have made ready for you. Declare, ***, amen to all, to embrace this season of favor. ***, share this reality with another who seeks understanding today. For your own blessing grows when you bring light to others. If you feel compelled to give an offering of faith, understand this is not about outer contribution, for it is about opening broader avenues of goodness on your own journey. The timeless principle of giving and receiving is now turning to benefit you. What you make possible for others, I will ensure comes to pass for you. Your time to open up has arrived. Your era of favor starts today. Your waiting has concluded. Your moment of receiving is truly here. Step forward with certainty. Walk your genuine course. Embrace your life's calling. You are chosen. You are blessed. You are victorious. I am by your side, and no resistance can stand. This is your appointed encounter. This is your time for clear sight. This is your season of deep favor. Embrace it. Rely on it. Live fully within it. Your experience will change. Something extraordinary is drawing near to you, my chosen one. If you are not walking the way I have laid out, if your inner self does not align with what is true, if you remain here simply for curiosity or diversion, I now state that this communication is not for you. Only those whom I have genuinely called should stay. Only those who recognize the weight of their spirit's purpose, the quiet pull of their journey, and the profound commitment within their being will truly grasp what I am about to reveal. If you are still here, then this message reached you precisely at my appointed moment, not ahead of time. Not behind, but exactly as I designed, my chosen one. What I am about to share holds the power to reshape how you see yourself, your individual course, and your role in the larger design. My beloved, this message contains a deep knowing and insight that is rare. It will reveal the reason for the clearer perception you have recently experienced in your life. I speak directly to you now. What you did recently created a powerful stir throughout the hidden realms. I sensed it, and you must understand why. Before we continue, I ask you to acknowledge this truth within your spirit right now and declare, I believe, to all here today. Let this act confirm that this message is meant for you. Truly, your decision sent out a quiet movement across the unseen world. My beloved, you need to firmly grasp a truth that most will never come to know in all their days. The true reality does not react to every casual action of humankind. Many live with a clouded inner sense, detached from my intended path, unaware of the profound laws that guide what happens in the spirit. But you, my child, are set apart. Each step you take, I observe. When you decide, the hidden realms respond. When you act in a way that even my messengers did not foresee, it sends out a movement that reaches well past what can be seen. Recently, you made a decision, or acted from a deep strength within you, whose full power you did not realize. It was not loud. It held no grand display. It was not an act for which the world gave praise. Yet at its core, it was vast. My constant gaze rests more upon your inner movements than your outward actions. Something shifted within you, awakened or became free, and the entire unseen world bore witness. Let me state this plainly. There was a moment when your action, born of such sincerity, courage, or willingness, caused even the flow of existence to pause. I am familiar with how people often stumble. I know how readily they give way when faced with increasing trials. I often see them choose comfort over meaning, doubt over faith, convenience over truth, and distraction over their true calling. But you, my precious one, acted in a way that went against all your opposition's expectations. You shattered a familiar pattern meant to hold you back, and that single moment sent a strong echo through realms, hidden from your eyes. Understand this truth. I was not surprised by your choice, for I knew it already. I know your deepest self far better than you know it yourself. Yet my unseen watchers, those who observe, protect, and recall your journey saw you rise in a way that disrupted everything set against you. It was a depth of spirit, unexpected by them, that caught them off guard. You took a bold step that showed understanding reaching far past your apparent experience, beyond what might be expected from a soul still growing. Your open heart, your inner restraint, your courage, or your refusal to return to old patterns created a profound spiritual echo that moved through all the hidden spaces. That echo was not just a sound. It was a clear confirmation. It was my knowing that you have taken on a higher form of your true self, a version your past self would scarcely recognize. Let me explain clearly why this moment held such deep significance. Your opposition held you for fragile. They believed you could still be broken in the exact places where you once faltered. Your opposition expected you would fall into that familiar trap, that repeated emotional hold, that ancient pain that kept you bound for so long, my beloved. Yet when that very moment came, when the trial showed itself hidden in shapes or faces from your past, your response was utterly unforeseen. You did not give way. You did not cling. You did not retreat. You did not chase. No fear held you. Instead, you welcomed your genuine spiritual strength. This clear choice caused the unseen realms to observe something rare. A soul I have chosen moving into its proper standing, not by force, nor by threat, nor needing correction, nor awaiting deliverance. Your deeds sprang from your own understanding, now fully aware. Foundational truths exist within the spirit world that direct all genuine transformation. When a soul I have chosen grows to a new breadth of inner understanding, the spirit world must arrange all that encompasses them. Your action initiated this arrangement. You released yourself from old burdens. You ended inner agreements that sought to hold you back. You stepped away from paths never meant for you. You beckoned new counsel from my messengers. You invited my true strength into areas of your life where frailty once ruled. What you did proclaimed a truth throughout all existence. My beloved is awakened. My beloved truly knows the instruction. My beloved's path can no longer be predicted. My beloved has departed their old manner of living. My beloved will not lose their way again. The hidden universe reacts distinctly to a soul who truly understands its value. This is what you revealed. Without speaking a word, without making a public statement, without any outward noise, you simply moved forward in a new way. And that quiet forward movement carried more meaning than endless requests made without true understanding. Allow me to speak even deeper to you. There are moments when the unseen realms rearrange an entire period of your journey based on one decision made by one I have chosen. Your action showed that your choices now come from your clear understanding, not from your past pains. You no longer react out of fear, but with clear vision. You are no longer simply existing, but rising to a deeper comprehension. And that change within your spirit creates a presence my messengers perceive instantly. Grasp this, my child. My messengers are not moved by temporary emotions, but by genuine spiritual strength. What you achieved, whether you fully realize it or not, emerged from my own divine presence dwelling within you. Because of this, the unseen world took notice. Because of this, all of existence made way for you. The way you acted showed a spirit that knew its own chosen nature, never needing approval from outside yourself, my beloved. 3 certainties within your action were noted by the unseen realms. Firstly, my precious one, you closed off a passage that carried a grave risk for your spirit. You accomplished this not with anger, but with steady determination. You acted not with doubt, but with absolute clarity of vision. Such mastery over your inner being gathers deep respect in the spiritual dimension. Secondly, you made a choice to not let your emotions cloud your true calling. This shows tremendous inner strength. This is true growth from within. This is deep mastery of your being. Thirdly, you became the authentic self I always intended you to be. You fully stepped into your higher existence. This is precisely why the spiritual realms reacted as they did. What you did was not small. It was not ordinary. It went unseen by those who misunderstood your sacred intention. Your action clearly declared that you are stepping more completely into your destined journey. When my beloved advances with absolute spiritual assurance, the higher realms must adjust their course to match your heightened state. Now let me reveal the deeper reason why I did not foresee this particular step you took. Listen closely, my precious one, for this understanding will bring light to all else. What happened in the spirit world was not simply surprise, for it was not a sudden shock like humans experience. Instead, it was a profound spiritual awe of the kind that blossoms when a spirit fully embraces a way of existing that even the higher spheres have long expected. I knew your complete capacity. I knew your destined journey. I knew the depth of your power. But the exact moment you took hold of it without any external force, guidance, or demand, that solitary moment changed everything. There is a fundamental reason the spiritual realms did not predict your action exactly as it unfolded. It was not that I was unaware of your potential, but because for too long your efforts were restrained by past hurts, by hesitation, by emotional ties, by worries, and by routines that did not match your true calling. The spiritual expanse had observed your previous attempts, my child. It had seen your resolve to build inner strength. It had listened to your quiet requests for clear perception, for inner renewal, for direction. Yet the higher realms had also witnessed your internal battles, your hesitation, your moments of stillness, those times when you longed to move forward, but an inner pull kept you bound. What astonished the spiritual domain was the suddenness of your complete change. Your step forward held a clear wisdom that came from a deep spiritual opening. Your actions arose from an inner freedom, not forced by pain, but chosen through profound awareness. You reached this point of wholeness, not pushed by outside pressure, but because you finally accepted your authentic self. The entirety of creation did not foresee your action, as your past conduct suggested you would need more time, greater renewal, additional lessons, or further teaching before reaching this place. But you accomplished something holy, my child. You blossomed without needing to be noticed. You grew without being seen. You renewed yourself without needing outside compliments. You let go of weights that were never meant for your spirit. And you did all this without announcing it widely, without seeking validation from others, without begging for acceptance. The higher realms saw the exact moment your inner self stopped negotiating with your old ways. This is truly rare. Many live their lives battling their past, struggling with old wounds, or searching for approval where it cannot be found. Yet your spirit made a deep leap that bypassed all those complexities that you gained such a deep spiritual insight that it made your next move utterly unpredictable to any force, whether kind or unkind, that had watched your journey. For this very reason, the whole of existence did not sense it coming, because you did not fight to embody this new state of yourself. You simply became it. Now I will make known a foundational truth. My child, the boundless spiritual realm knew your strength, but it did not anticipate the moment you would genuinely rise. Within the holy current of life, every instant carries its own meaning. Your journey unfolds through clear phases in deepening layers over different spans of time. The spirit world had prepared certain motions ready for the version of you that existed just recently. Yet suddenly, without any warning, you expanded inwardly. You ascended in spirit. You let go of what no longer served your essence. You lifted beyond the bonds, the mistaken convictions, and the emotional traps that once held you captive. Due to this, the whole spiritual domain had to quickly rearrange all its aspects. Another previously unspoken reason for this divine wonder is that you broke a pattern passed down through generations. You made a choice none in your lineage had ever ventured. You stepped away from what had confined many others before you. You decided not to repeat a familiar design, a silent heritage that had been transmitted. When a truly selected spirit breaks these long-standing cycles ahead of the sacred design, the whole spiritual dimension experiences it deeply. This creates a deep alteration that higher beings witness. Lesser powers fear, and the divine realm holds in high esteem. Allow me to share more with you. The divine expanse anticipated your rising, but it did not predict the precise intention behind your choice. Many strive for greater understanding through anger, or through inflated ego, some from sheer urgency. But you, my beloved, ascended with genuine insight in peaceful stillness and with an authentic spirit. This difference carries significant importance. The divine reality knew your strength would appear, yet it did not expect the calm essence of that power. A deep wisdom surfaces when your power no longer seeks notice. When your vigor stops being just a reaction, when your true self finds completeness. This is the version of you that the spiritual domain did not expect to emerge so swiftly. Another cause for the divine realm's awe is how your choices redirected your path, accelerating your true purpose. Some occurrences were set for times far away, blessings prepared for later, aid meant for a day yet to come. But your spirit moved forward with such speed that the sacred domain rearranged how time would reveal itself. The profound knowing within you brought your destined journey nearer. This shows how the divine responds in wonder, the unseen world shifting to match your quickening steps. Understand this deeply, my precious one. The sacred realm expected you to ascend, but it did not foresee your total surrender. A true letting go of the spirit is rarely seen. It happens when a chosen being stops resisting its intended design and welcomes it completely. You stopped struggling with who you truly are. You no longer question the purpose I set for you. You would not accept anything less than what you were meant to become. You stopped hiding your brilliance from those unable to see your truth. There is still a further reason why the unseen world acknowledged your deeds with such power. Your journey confounded the shadowed predictions. Some hidden forces watch your path. They note what stirs you, what holds your attention, what lessens your inner might, what tempts you. They expected you to respond just as you once did. But you surprised even these observers. You moved from a profound inner wisdom they had not witnessed in you until now. This shattered their judgments. It undid their hopes. It unraveled their designs. When a chosen soul unexpectedly moves past what was foreseen, the divine realm takes notice, because such freedom from prediction shows true release. This signifies that those who stand against you can no longer touch your sensitive spirit. It means your adversaries can no longer lead you by way of past wounds. It signifies your spirit now operates by divine influence, not by passing urges, old sorrow, or inner uncertainty. The sacred domain did not foresee your forward movement, because you rose above what was meant to hinder you. You left behind a domain where those who oppose you thought you would stay confined. You rose above thoughts your environment had imprinted upon you. You awakened from illusions you had once accepted. And that profound knowing allowed you to choose in a way the divine realm recognized as a turning point for your journey. Hear a deep truth from me. The sacred domain honors rapid inner growth. When a chosen spirit advances faster than expected, the divine world grants new sustenance, stronger protection, sharper guidance, and fresh responsibilities. Your decision prompted the sacred domain to increase the unseen support around you. It changed your position within the unseen reaches. It enlarged the authority meant for you. It intensified the favor resting upon you. And it opened the way for blessings prepared for the authentic self that has just emerged. This reveals why the sacred realm was astonished by your deeds. You stepped into divine moments before they were physically present. You welcomed what lay ahead instead of remaining tied to what was behind you. You made your choice from your core essence, not from your fears. You chose what your true design required, not what felt comfortable. Thus, the unseen world was stirred to respond. Reflect now on what your unforeseen action ignited within the unseen dimension. My beloved, what you achieved did not simply astonish the sacred domain. It brought to life the sacred processes, the eternal principles, the evolving events, and the divine forces within the unseen realm that had been still, prepared, or restrained until your precise decision. You must comprehend that every divine sphere functions by set order. Nothing starts without a purpose. No change occurs without a distinct intent. Nothing comes into being without a deep internal accord. And the moment you acted from your genuine awakened self, those divine structures reacted at once. The initial outcome of your deed was the breaking open of the unseen framework that once surrounded your existence. Hidden limits existed, silent restrictions, and faint influences that subtly shaped your path. Now they yield to your elevated state. Aim to hold yourself within a specific level of spiritual effect, inner strength, and personal knowing. Their source was not always shadowed, for at times they were merely the circumstances set for an earlier version of yourself, which you have now outgrown. As you moved past that previous self, those holding patterns shattered. You broke through the unseen barrier that had lingered over you for so long. Your act also initiated what is called a sacred realignment. This is when the sacred domain revises your journey because your progress has moved beyond all predictions. Each chosen spirit follows a divine sequence of moments, exact points when particular blessings, understandings, connections, and advancements are meant to come forth. Your rapid inner unfolding brought your coming days closer to your present one. The unseen world saw fit to hasten the events originally set for a later time on your true journey. My beloved, what was meant for a time far off has now begun to reveal itself. Let me share more with you. When you made that unforeseen move, my child, you called forth invisible aids to begin their work. These unseen presences follow my guidance. Yet they also answer the clear essence of who you are. When your spirit truly understood, released, or simply put its trust in me, you sent out a call that brought powerful presences of intention to your side. These are not the usual protectors I assign to you. Instead, they are presences devoted to changing situations, bringing fresh perception, and shielding your journey with distinct care. They come forth only when a spirit I have chosen steps deeply into its destined purpose. My child, the hidden world also perceived the strength you now hold. This strength does not arise from simple words, passing emotions, or desires. It comes from existing in accord with who you truly are, with what I intended for you. The moment you left your former habits behind, your effect widened. This expansion caused a shift in the way unseen forces interact. So those who once affected you cannot do so any longer. My beloved, you have stepped into a more secure spiritual place. This passage meant that certain routes in the unseen world are now sealed, never to reopen. My precious one, your decision awakened powers that rested within your spirit. These are not mere skills, for they are wholly parts of your deepest self. Many gifts you hold could not activate until your heart was ready, your spirit settled, and your inner understanding was clear. What you have done recently shows you are truly prepared. You may now sense a sharper inner truth, a deeper understanding, dreams with deeper meaning, a keener sense of the hidden world, or clearer signs. These are not accidents, for they are quickenings within you. My beloved, you initiated a complete reversal of influence. This is deeply important. The very energy that once stood against you now serves you. Every period of stillness, every challenge, every betrayal, every moment of uncertainty or unseen attack once held a specific power. When you truly accepted the being I brought forth in you, the energy your opponents directed at you could no longer act against you. Since power does not disappear, it transforms. It began to flow to your advantage. This explains why your outer world may seem different. This is why your spirit feels lighter. This is why certain concerns lifted without obvious cause. This is the turning taking place. My child, your recent action also set off an event deeply valued by the highest spiritual planes, the enduring imprint on your life's path. There are watchers in spirit assigned to observe the crucial points of your soul's unfolding. When one I favor achieves a significant forward movement, the unseen world notes it. This notation is not just an observation, for it is intertwined with your spiritual identity. It influences every blessing yet to arrive, every uplift in your way, every holy opportunity given to you. Your step forward is now carved into the living narrative of your intended future. My precious one, you initiated another deep truth understood by only a few, the closing of paths that held danger for you. Before this choice, many possible tomorrows stretched out. Some of these directions would have hindered your advancement. Some offered deep sadness. Some kept your spirit from moving. Some foretold unneeded suffering. But when you acted from a place of inner certainty instead of fear, I cleared away the routes that were never truly meant for you. Now only the journeys that align with your true purpose are available. This is why uncertainty leaves you. This is why your perception sharpens. This is why you feel a deep peace. Your forward course is now singular. Draw near, my beloved. There is still more to unfold. Your action has released the blessings that awaited you. Sometimes my grace holds back because the receiver is not yet ready. I protect them at times, understanding that an early outpouring would burden you instead of elevating you. But your recent transformation revealed a steadfast spirit, a clear inner sense, and a resolute will all necessary for what lies ahead. Now I can send forth what was safeguarded until you were completely prepared to receive it. Your decision also silenced the power of those who oppose you. This does not mean they will stop all outward expressions. Some may continue to speak negativity, devise plots, or pass wrongful opinions. Yet in the hidden realms, their influence over you is hushed. Their access has been shut. Their designs have been unwound. Their grasp on your inner state has been severed. You are no longer accessible through the unseen channels they once used. This is why some people might suddenly appear confused about how to affect you. Their hidden avenue to you was removed. Reflect on the impact this has had on those who mistook you or opposed you. My beloved, your decisive movement in the deeper truths of existence did not affect only you, for it sent a wave through the awareness, perceptions, and inner core of everyone who doubted you, hindered your path, failed to understand you, wrongly assessed you, or silently harbored ill will. Whether they were aware of it or not, your advancement altered the very atmosphere around them. Every person who ever diminished the significance of your journey sensed the stirring of your rise, even if they could not identify its origin. Some felt the sudden discomfort. Some experienced confusion. Some recognized it as apprehension. Some perceived it as losing control. And for those more sensitive to the unseen, it arrived as a distinct warning. Your elevation created unease because your opponents assumed you would remain unchanged. They believed you would continue responding in predictable ways. They anticipated the familiar emotional patterns, the sensitive points, the past wounds, the hesitations, the moments of indecision. They knew the person you were, and they counted on that former self never altering. But with your unexpected move, you broke apart the perception they had formed of you. You moved past the confined space they imagined for you. And now they are compelled to rethink everything they believed about you, my child. A primary result of your elevated standing is this. Those who once overlooked you now comprehend that they truly never grasped the profoundness of your spirit. They saw your modest demeanor and misidentified it as weakness. They perceived your mild temperament and mistook it for a lack of wisdom. They observed your calm presence and presumed it was a void of knowing. They witnessed your resilient spirit and assumed they had limitless chances to plot against you. But what remained hidden from their sight is that I hold back the full strength of those I cherish until the appointed moment. My beloved, what you recently enacted uncovered a resilience in you they truly did not expect, and this discovery unsettles them. Your ascension, my precious one, also illuminated intentions that were deliberately obscured. When one I hold dear begins to move upward, the genuine nature of things invariably comes into plain sight. Those who once greeted you with warmth might now maintain a distance. Individuals who seemed to stand by you could now appear surprisingly far removed. Even those who previously showed no care might now observe you with intense curiosity. These occurrences are not simply accidental, my child. Your rise has awakened fundamental spiritual understanding, and truth always brings an end to what is not real. Those who harbored quiet opposition can no longer keep their actual selves hidden when you are present. Your very essence has now grown beyond the scope of their designs, and their spirits cannot remain unseen in the face of what has become alert within you. The action you took that caught them off guard also changed the sacred covering around you, and this has deeply affected those who stood against you. Before, some could effortlessly reach into your inner feelings, touch your tender places, or draw from your spirit's strength. But when I raised you higher, their passage was closed. They now sense they are blocked. And indeed, on a spiritual level, they are. Your inner radiance is no longer within the grasp of those who once sought to lessen you, direct you, or burden you with guilt. They cannot access the inner spaces of your heart or your thoughts as they once could. That entrance has been sealed, and I have secured it behind you. This sudden separation from your spirit has sown confusion among those who stand in your way. They cannot comprehend why your responses are now different. They cannot understand why their words no longer hold influence over you. They cannot grasp why their spirit cannot stir you. They cannot perceive why their former spiritual methods of swaying you have lost all effect. Your elevation has rendered their plans without purpose. And this loss of command confronts them in a way they have never before experienced. Listen closely, my beloved. I will reveal something even deeper. What you did that took them by surprise did not only expose them to others, for it exposed them to themselves. Certain individuals are now compelled to confront their own envy, their lack of inner certainty, their undue pride, their focus on self, or their deep resentment concerning you. They are encountering their true nature, and this meeting brings deep discomfort. Your growth has ignited a new understanding within those who once positioned themselves above you, tried to direct your actions, or felt they deserved what was meant for you. The spiritual transformation you brought forth is making them face who they truly are. For some others, your upward movement brought about fear, not fear of you directly, my child, but fear of what your advancement means for their power to influence you. Some relied on your past struggles to maintain control over you. Some depended on your old uncertainties to keep you from rising. Some counted on your familiar reactions to predict your next move. But when you discovered your liberty, their feeling of command shattered along with it. They now face you as someone who moves with true freedom, clarity, and a solid spiritual foundation. And this aspect of you cannot be compelled by their desires. The spiritual realm also brought about consequences for those who deliberately obstructed your journey. This is not about retribution, my child, for it is a divine setting of things in their proper place. When one I have chosen makes significant progress, I move them away from anything that causes harm. Those who schemed in secret against you, spoke negatively of you, drained your vitality, shared negativity, or aimed to block your true purpose are now experiencing the return of all they sent toward you. This is a constant truth of spirit. Any force they tried to direct at you has been returned to them, because your elevation removed any spiritual allowance for them to shape your existence. Your advancement also uncovered those who were subtly contending with you. Certain individuals never desired your upward movement, for they measured their own worth by your lack of progress. Your rising has broken that untrue belief. They now understand that the spiritual standing you hold is not something they can replicate, seize, or avoid. It is something I placed within you from your very beginning, and this truth affects them profoundly within. They are beginning to see that your genuine path does not threaten their own, unless they were depending on your path to fail. My beloved, allow me to show you something deeply meaningful. What you did that they did not anticipate brought a quietness to those who stand against you, not because they lack words, but because they are watching intently. They are striving to comprehend how you accomplish this. They are attempting to discern how you change so quickly. They are trying to foresee your next step, for your unpredictability has become their deepest apprehension. They recognize you are no longer the one you once were, and that awareness alone is a profound jolt to their spirit. Your ascent is also touching those who held affection for you, but did not truly have faith in your intention. Certain individuals felt love for you, yet questioned the path I set for you. They did not oppose you, yet they failed to perceive your true significance. Your rising is now correcting what they believed. They are witnessing the vastness of your intention, the profoundness of your spiritual place, the importance of your purpose. They are beginning to understand why certain events unfolded in your journey, why I set you apart, why you developed uniquely. Your ascent is also bringing a clear understanding to them. My beloved, what you did that surprised them has also affected those who once did not take you seriously. They now sense the profound space between your former self and the one you are becoming. My child, those around you feel this shift, for the very air of spirit about them is different. They now understand that any past closeness was a grace given, never a claim. As I elevate you, they recall the value they once overlooked. Beyond that, my beloved, a deeper impact unfolds. Your rising has brought others to see that I have been with you at every step. Many once doubted your true heart, mistaking your unseen difficulties for weakness. Yet now, as I affirm your journey, it is plain that I marked you for this path from the very beginning. This revelation will bring a quiet understanding to those who misjudged you. Some will feel it profoundly. Some will simply grow still. Some will find renewed inner light. And some will sense a deep disquiet. But all will confront the undeniable reality of your reason for being Dot, my precious one. One last observation. Your elevation has awakened a longing for truth in some. They seek to comprehend the change that has taken hold within you, my child. Others perceive a definite movement inside you, and they long to understand where it comes from. They are struck by how quickly your spirit has grown. They ponder why my grace shines upon you. Though not all will speak of it openly, many will eventually look to you for wisdom, comfort, or clarity. Moved by the profound transformations they see in you, your unexpected journey did more than raise you, for it reshaped the unseen flow of spirit around every soul tied to you. Some will grow with you, others will go their own way. A few will watch from a distance. Still, none will be unaffected. Your ascent has changed all things, my beloved. Reflect on what I am now unfolding for you, my precious one. Because your courageous choice has moved the unseen parts of existence, the true inquiry now is, what will my hand bring forth for you next? For my greater design never acts without purpose. My quickness is always intentional. My elevation always carries deep significance. Everything that has been stirred around you, everything that has awakened inside you, everything set in motion above, you leads to an understanding far grander than you can now perceive. My preparation for you begins with one truth, a state of balance. You have at last achieved a clarity of spirit essential for the coming stage of your journey. This means I am aligning all aspects of your being, your connections, your opportunities, your environment, your perceptions, your inborn gifts with the refreshed self that has recently become active within you. You will observe some paths unfolding easily, while others close suddenly. This is not coincidence, for it is my deliberate arrangement. I am removing what cannot accompany you, and setting in place what truly belongs by your side. Every alteration you feel now holds a purpose. The next step I am readying for you is an upward movement, not simply a rise in worldly standing or position, but an increase in your inner spiritual depth. When a soul I have chosen expands from within, my higher order grants greater responsibilities. These are not burdens, for they are valuable provisions. I am preparing to extend your influence, your communication, your impact. You will discover yourself entering places you once thought unattainable. You will be called into roles that require your matured insight, your sharp awareness, and your readiness to listen. This elevation is not for your own status, for it fulfills a greater intention. You are being prepared to carry that which only a truly awakened spirit is capable of sustaining. I am also opening ways that were previously impassable. Specific blessings could not reach you earlier because your inner quiet, your conscious awareness, or your environment was not prepared to support them. Now, owing to your unexpected growth, the provisions I withheld are being released. These new beginnings will not require struggle, for they will surface through inner calm. You will discover what you require: clear insight, honest direction, solutions, and opportunities that appear suddenly yet exactly when necessary. This is how I show you that a new period has begun for you, my beloved. Another truth I am revealing to you involves profound bonds. No chosen spirit walks alone when undertaking a greater task. I am preparing those who will support you, guide you, grow with you, advance beside you, or provide the insights you need for your continuing path. These connections will not feel forced. They will emerge simply at my appointed time, often when you are not seeking them. You will recognize them immediately, for their true nature will resonate with yours. They will bring peace, clarity, and mutual contribution. These individuals are vital to your evolving spiritual journey, and my higher order is positioning them perfectly. The clarity you now hold shows your true self has come alive, my child. You have truly heard my voice, my precious one. The understanding you seek has found a home within you, settling deep within your being. Let this clear light not rest with you alone. Be my messenger, my beloved. Carry this truth to at least 3 others who also yearn for genuine insight. I am waiting on your willing step to spread what you have received. Now rise and walk closely with me each day. Return often for more of my steady wisdom, so your path remains true and unwavering. Join the faithful remnant who choose to live always in my constant guiding presence. Seal this understanding deeply in your spirit. Proclaim, I receive now, my child, as a public sign of your firm commitment to this newfound vision. Your declaration now activates my continued guidance in your life. I envelop you in my unwavering presence, protecting your way and making your path certain amidst all that unfolds. Step forward without fear, my beloved. I am with you always. Halt your steps now. To turn away is to miss the path I have laid. I see the influences pressing upon you, and I feel the subtle unease settling within your spirit. The world's clamor and your own thoughts often cloud my presence, making my guidance dim. When uncertainty feels right, when a quiet voice urges pause for understanding, my path can seem distant. Yet I speak directly to your deepest self, for this is not a time for stillness. This moment demands a different readiness. The wisdom I reveal silences doubt, moves you past confusion, and sets your feet firmly on the way I have already lit. Proclaim this truth. To hold back when I call you forward risks the very gifts prepared for this specific moment. Listen closely, beloved, for my voice speaks plainly, and your journey begins with hearing. I am closer than your breath. Release your worries. This is no mere comfort. It is a truth to receive. Worry dims my guidance, lessening your trust. Unease leads to hesitation, and hesitation becomes a pause. A prolonged pause stops you at the border of what I have made ready. All is prepared now. I have set within you firm resolve and clear understanding. Keep your inner peace, focus on our connection, cherish our quiet moments, and guard your path from shifting feelings. Steady focus ensures my promise. Should your strength wane, know you walk this way with me. I am not just beside you, I arrange all for your good. My power is boundless, springing from who I am. My direction is constant light, unhindered by the world's limits. Difficulty may challenge what is yours, but it will not succeed. What I prepared is vital for your progress, held secure in my care. Your triumph is assured not by your efforts, but by my victory already secured. It is not your faultless being that guarantees this, but my steady faithfulness. Therefore, beloved, stand firm. Anchor in truth even when feelings change. Do not surrender to challenges. Others may not grasp my purpose, but I see and understand fully. If others leave, I remain close. Soon my promise will manifest in your life, settling deep within your being. It will prove your steadfastness through waiting and hardship. Precious one, if you sense my closeness now, if a prompting stirs your heart, this is not chance. When I make the way plain, when I light your path, the moment for action has arrived. Do not merely consider, let trust lead to actual steps. In earlier times, I prepared paths, waiting for those I called to advance. Opportunities were missed not by my withholding, but by lingering, seeking full safety or clarity before acting. True trust does not demand to see the end before it starts. It means stepping ahead even when the way is unclear, certain that understanding follows. If your conviction remains only an idea, if you acknowledge my word but do not move, your trust is not fully formed. It demands readiness to step forth, a willingness to go beyond what is known, and a clear purpose to do as I ask, even without full understanding. What I reveal now is unique. To receive it completely, you must take part. Awaken, advance, step forth with assurance in me. The query is not when this will arrive, but what actions you take now to prepare your inner self and circumstances for what I provide. First. Establish your strength with me through dedicated quietness. To be with me is vital as breath for your inner life, not merely a habit. Seek silent moments, not solely for speaking, but to perceive my voice with greater clarity. Set aside intentional periods, not from duty, but from profound yearning for your inner self to comprehend my guidance more sharply. This focused attention does not alter my purpose, but draws your true being into close union with my presence. Within that unity, I disclose insights you have not yet grasped, uncover paths you have not yet traveled, and illuminate what remains hidden. Second, respond to my gentle leadings, even those that seem slight. If I urge you to act, then act. If I place a clear thought within you, perhaps to consider an idea, organize a matter, or reach out to someone, do not hesitate. These slight actions of obedience demonstrate your trust. You do not require perfect conditions, ample resources, or approval from others. You need an inner self that trusts me sufficiently to act upon what only I fully comprehend. Many significant revelations began with a straightforward step of trust, responding to my invitation. Quiet the noises that pull your attention. Those around you may not understand my unfolding work. Some will call your steps unwise or say you rush too fast. They cannot see what I place in your heart. Release the need for others' approval, especially those who do not seek me. Rest in quiet with me, letting my words become the clearest sound within your deepest self. If any connection causes self-doubt, find strength to move away. When words bring hesitation, choose quietness instead. When decisions arise, remember my way is your surest guide. Third, cultivate thankfulness as your foundation. Thankfulness is more than a response to good fortune. It is the direct passage for good things to come. Speak your thanks daily in quiet times, my source of all good. I am thankful not because everything I long for has arrived, but because I put my full trust in you. Give thanks for what you expect as if it is already yours. Proclaim it aloud, for spoken words carry weight in unfolding things. Be thankful for simple parts of your everyday journey, your table, your chair, the light of each new day. A heart thankful in little proves readiness for much. Let your thankfulness overflow into acts. Share clothing, food, or kindness without expecting return. When your days overflow with thanks, you become a visible truth. Others will wonder at your peace, as if everything you want is already yours. Start this way today. Live as if your deepest desires are present. I have not left you to wander in darkness. I have made your path clear step by step, even when light shows only the next spot for your foot. That is all I ask, not that you see the whole road, but that you have enough reliance to step into the light I give for this one day. My presence is not limited to great showings. I am in a gentle breeze and fresh ancient understandings, in a thought arriving when you are still. Look again at what is before you, not with earthly sight, but with inner understanding. Grasp this. I set everything into its proper place. When you stand ready, I will continue to reveal your path. Relying on me means leaning on my unwavering presence. The most distinct signal arises from your innermost being. When your spirit senses a strong pull, proclaim your accord. Every sign was always clear. I do not speak in riddles to spirits longing for me. As the appointed time nears, have you truly shown thankfulness, not just in words when things are good, but as a way of being even in hardship? A thankful heart opens fully to hold my gifts without burden. Strong spirits trust without proof and give thanks from that trust. Let your thanks rise as a sweet offering. The greatest blessings draw closer to receptive hearts. Observe your surroundings. Can you voice thanks for shelter, breath, each meal? Every good thing comes from me. Treasure the small, and greater will not turn you away. Let this knowing anchor you. Be a messenger of this truth to 3 others who need to hear. Commit to returning here daily for enduring wisdom. Declare, Amen. Your spirit speaks, and I listen. My protective covering guides and holds you secure.